Meet Smarty, the easiest to implement and most accurate address intelligence suite on the planet, offering you the #1 address verification service that securely processes billions of addresses daily. Easily integrate Smarty's reliable API to efficiently clean data, lower shipping costs, and ensure top-notch user experiences, all with legendary free support. See for yourself why people are simply bananas for Smarty.
Today we have Caroline Roughton, Associate Product Manager, and Brent Frankham, Senior Product Manager with us. We're excited to hear what they're going to share with us. So without further ado, Caroline and Brent.
All right, thank you. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're here to talk to you today about how to get more out of your Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales. Nothing like speaking about Christmas shopping around Halloween, right?
Kind of fun.
So we're going to talk about 12 ways that our address autocomplete address verification can help with this process. So just like the 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
12 days of addressing. All right, day number 1.
Starting off strong. Our first way that we'd like to share with you about address verification autocomplete and how it can help us during our Cyber Monday and Black Friday is streamlining your checkout process. Obviously, the holiday season is the biggest time of the year for businesses, for shopping. People are looking to buy more than any other time of the year. So when we're shopping online, obviously we all have tabs open, comparing prices and features, trying to find the best gifts. So we want to make sure yours stands out, which is where the Baymart Institute has tracked the global average cart abandonment rate for 14 years. And right now it's around 70%, which is kind of crazy. So once you've got someone in your checkout process, you want to make sure that their experience is as smooth and easy as possible so you don't fall into that statistic.
Is 70% about your first date abandonment as well?
Yeah, no, it's probably pretty accurate. There's a few different ways that our products can do this. We'll talk about address autocomplete specifically. But in order to streamline, a great way to do it is just to cut those fields in half. It's always a lot of work to just look through and be like, oh my gosh, I have to click through 15 different fields right now. With our autocomplete product, as soon as the user starts typing, it'll pop up with a few different options for addresses. They'll click on one and it'll populate the different portions or components of the address into the different fields. So that's pretty easy way to start it off. Cutting that time it takes customers to enter their address by 40%, up to 40%, just depending on how you set up your website. And then also for a US autocomplete product, depending on how you've configured your autocomplete, the user may only have to enter in a few keystrokes if you're positioning the API by IP address. So it'll kind of center in on the city or the area where the user is and start populating options right in their city. And an added bonus for your company is that when your customers select their address from an autocomplete product, the likelihood of errors in your database drastically decreases. We only return back valid addresses with our autocomplete products. So you can save that in there and speed it up for them next time if they're a first-time user.
So the second way this helps is by ensuring more accurate deliveries. So nothing really dampens the holiday cheer like a gift that never arrives. I bought some shoes for my wife last year, albeit it came from China. I didn't know they were coming from China, but they didn't come until the day after Christmas. But who doesn't like getting gifts after? Who doesn't like getting gifts after Christmas?
True, good point.
So I know we just talked about how with autocomplete, your database should have accurate addresses, and that's true. But accidents still happen, so customers can go back if you allow the form editing after they pick their address from the autocomplete. There's still potential for them to go in and make changes, including a typo. And so we suggest including address verification, and that ensures that your customers' addresses are correct and packages are headed exactly where you need them to go. This will also help reduce shipping errors by checking all of the entered addresses against authoritative databases to make sure addresses are real, accurate, and get sent to deliverable locations. It'll also fix any typos and include any missing information that's necessary for the address.
Yeah, address products also can enhance customer experience and loyalty. Customers will remember brands that deliver easy shopping experiences during the holiday season. I know my grandma has a literal hit list, a blacklist of companies that have messed up her Christmas products before, presents coming in late or delivered to the wrong address. So don't be like my grandma, I guess. Make sure you have a good website.
Grandma sounds awesome.
No, she's chill. Yeah, for sure. But by combining address autocomplete with address verification, you'll create a quick and efficient checkout experience paired with the reliable deliveries, which will build customer loyalty and keep shoppers coming back. So once they have a bad experience with you around the holidays, it's not likely that they'll try again. Kind of look for other options for sure. But yeah, time sensitive deliveries around the holidays are really important. And then you have this clean address in your database for the other times of the year too, which might be urgent for them as well. If it comes around birthday or Mother's Day, once you have that address stored, you'll be good to go.
I will say that if I go to a site that I've already purchased from and I have to type my address in again,
no, the vibes are bad.
It's tremendously first world problems.
Yeah.
You guys just mailed this to me. You guys know
where
my
I am.
address.
Yeah.
I mean, frankly, it's even frustrating for me when I go to Amazon and buy something and they're like, do you want to send to this address? I'm like, well, my wife's name's on that. I just want to change the to name. And in order to do that, I have to go in and edit the address. Or I have to go and create a whole bunch of different address profiles that are the same address, but with different to names, because my son loves seeing his name on a package every once in a while.
That's right.
But it's wild that I've already decided I'm going to give you my money, and then there's loads of friction at the address section.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah. So our products can help make that process seamless and smooth, and reduce that friction. So the next benefit of address autocomplete and verification go beyond helping your customers. You're also making it easier for your internal people, easier for your operations, your inventory, and customer service teams. With accurate address data, they'll be able to manage shipping and inventory on your end accurately, allowing you to plan your deliveries more efficiently, reduce shipping costs, and avoid inventory errors.
Next, we've got reduced fraud risk. Obviously, the holiday season is usually a good time for people who want to be dishonest. It's so chaotic anyways, with companies being overloaded with deliveries and orders. It seems like an easy time to try to target that, but
you can Instagram people.
No, true. Instagram ads always.
It's my doom scrolling at night, and I see, deals that I can't pass up. And that's usually when they get me.
But you can reduce those fraud risk by using address verification and autocomplete tools. Chargeback fraud is something that we've been looking at quite a bit as far as a use case for our products. In chargeback fraud, customers may intentionally enter incorrect address details to dispute deliveries later. But if you have address verification implemented on your website, you make it harder for them to do this, because address verification ensures that the entered address is valid, that it exists. They're not doing some, 000 Main Street in some random city in Kansas. We want to prevent transactions, poor transactions based on incorrect addresses. And we also have metadata returns that, say if a user enters an address and we end up correcting that address to something more valid, we'll say that maybe there was a large change that took place, and that's something your teams can look into as well to see, why is it that someone's getting their whole street wrong? Do
you actually want to ship this product to this address?
Yeah. So if we have address verification, you confirm the legitimacy of the shipping and billing addresses before the order shipped to reduce the risk of chargeback fraud, and also, reduce the increased cost that comes from shipping an address to a wrong place, or anything like that. It also enhances identity verification and makes it harder for people to use stolen credit cards or falsified personal information.
So we've already talked about how using an address autocomplete solution helps create a faster checkout process, which leaves a positive impression on your customers, and how using address verification solution helps ensure that all addresses are valid and deliverable, which leads to your customers feeling confident in your brand and fosters that trust and loyalty. A key takeaway from the Next in Personalization 2021 report provided by McKinsey & Company revealed that 71% of consumers expect companies to deliver personalized interactions, and 76% get frustrated when this doesn't happen. You can offer even more personalized experiences to your customers with address data. When you combine these two solutions, address autocomplete and verification, and rely on your data, you can offer personalized shipping options based off of your customer's location. Whether it's same-day delivery, local courier services, or pickup locations, customers see options that are specifically relevant to their address and choose the one that best fits their needs. Another way you can leverage this address data is to personalize options for your customers is to offer localized promotions, discounts, and offers relevant to a certain region or neighborhood. For example, if a customer in Minnesota or Colorado enters their address, the retailer could provide discounts on snowboards, winter jackets, or snow boots.
So I've noticed this kind of stuff, this localization, just in my experiences. So I went to one of our customers, I won't say their name, to purchase a product to ship to my area. They ship nationwide. But as soon as I started typing my address, they only showed addresses near me.
Yep.
All I typed was like my house number 233 space. And suddenly here's all the 233s within like 15 miles of me, which is wild.
They know where you are. They know where you are.
How is that not creepy? How is that creepy?
It's just fine.
It's fine. It's personalized. It's personalized. It's not creepy.
It's not listening always.
Marty's listening.
Blink twice.
Or Alexa.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to interrupt.
You're fine. So the personalization allows you to offer products or experiences to your customers on checkout. Maybe there's something else that you feel could be relevant to where they are that you offer, and maybe offer it as a discount. So it could potentially increase your sales and your customer satisfaction.
And when you're looking at analytics too, taking an address and creating a customer profile of a user in a certain area, deciding on a certain product, it just makes it easier for targeting. So
I guess that's true. That when for me anyway, being on the receiving end of targeted stuff is a little bit weird. Like when YouTube starts pushing up all of this stuff about bathroom remodels, and I'm like, I don't know that I've given you this information, right? But as a marketer, that's great, because you know what? I watched all those videos
That's right.
on bathroom remodeling.
Sure.
I've done that, and to an extent, I expect that now as a customer. I expect to have quality, personalized information at my fingertips.
Yep.
Next up is improving customer service. By providing accurate shipping details, you reduce the number of delivery-related customer service issues. This means fewer "where's my order" calls and more satisfied customers. And I think we've all done our time in customer service, and it sucks so bad when someone's yelling at you for something that you didn't do. So kind of help reduce the friction in those departments for sure. Being proactive and accurately gathering and validating addresses is critical to preventing delivery problems and creating a super efficient customer service department. The approach will definitely reduce the number of frustrated customers that need assistance and help to lighten the workload on customer service or customer adjacent teams. In the rare event that they do need to help customers with shipping or address issues, having address verification tools at their disposal makes it easier for them to validate and correct any addresses. So reducing the amount of time per ticket, so they can help more customers.
What we want, efficiency.
Yep.
So how often do you shop using your phone?
Only exclusively.
Exclusively?
I ever get my laptop out if I can use my phone.
I would say probably 75% of the purchases I make are using my phone.
Are you guys familiar with small screen purchases and big screen purchases?
Mm-mm.
This theory? So there's this idea that every human being has like a financial threshold as to whether a purchase is a big screen purchase, meaning that they
that's actually
need to
fair.
pull it up on a laptop,
Yeah.
as opposed to a small screen purchase where you can buy it on your phone. So like I had to buy new inner tubes for my son's bike, $6, small screen purchase, right?
Yeah.
Pulled it up on my phone. But if I'm ordering loads of lumber for, I don't know, a bathroom remodel
or a couch
or something, and I'm looking at $800+ for some reason, I'm super uncomfortable buying
on
that on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think
I do the same thing.
Yeah, I think if you're in retail, you need to be aware of where that big screen, small screen line is.
Mhm.
Because if you're I guess if you're selling exclusively $1,000 products or more, then you're probably facing a lot of big screen purchasers.
Yep.
But I don't think most people are selling $1,000 products every day.
Yeah, I guess they're everywhere though.
Right.
And I guess it just depends on where you're comfortable. Like, and I'm assuming that like age demographics make a big
Right.
difference.
Like Caroline said, exclusively.
Yeah.
She bought her house on her phone.
Yeah, how'd you know?
About a half. So, in the second quarter of 2024, smartphones accounted for over 75% of retail site visits in the United States and generated roughly 2/3 of online shopping orders. So it validates what
Very
we've been talking
interesting.
about. So as we previously mentioned, using address autocomplete will help your customers check out faster. And make sure you use address autocomplete that matches your brand and keeps the checkout flow moving. That's responsive and looks good on a mobile application or mobile website.
Gosh, I'm just remembering the story I just said about Amazon having to change the name, the ship to name. It's on mobile, so help me. It's just going to keep whatever the name is
That's
on
right.
it because editing it is such a hassle.
That's right.
Yeah. Next up, we want to make sure we're remembering international shoppers or anyone who wants to ship a gift to a friend or
China.
from China. I mean, my mom's Australian. We're always shipping stuff overseas to her family too. So it's really important to make sure those addresses are correct. Because just like within the US, using international autocomplete and verification helps your worldwide sales go smoothly by validating global addresses, reducing shipping delays, increased accuracy. Same benefits, of course, of the US, but yeah. With international, it's pretty cool because we cover 240 countries and territories and all, specified to their address formats. But yeah, using autocomplete speeds up the checkout process, which is important when you're dealing with foreign addresses. I mean, some countries, the primary number, the house number, unlike the US, is coming after the street, and you just don't know sometimes if that's not what's natural to you. So it can help with that. And then address verification make sure, like I was saying, you're compliant with address formats all over the world. Having your shipping addresses correctly formatted is crucial to avoid delays in customs and being compliant with international shipping and tax regulations. These shipping costs and timeframes are usually higher when you're shipping from, US companies overseas. And the last thing you want is a shipping delay around the holiday season. So incorporating international verification significantly minimizes the chance of shipping products to incorrect addresses.
I mean, we already know we're going to have shipping delays thanks to certain strikes. But why?
But don't make it worse, I guess.
Yeah, don't make it worse.
Yeah.
Don't make it on your part.
Doing, on accord.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would say providing like optimized shipping times or arrival times. I always get the two mixed up, the shipping time and arrival time.
Yeah,
because they say, well, 1 day shipping, but that doesn't mean it's going to arrive in 1 day.
It'll
Thanks,
in 1 day.
Thanks, Instagram shopping.
Poor Brad, so traumatized.
That's what our next webinar will be. How to not be duped by
Instagram ads. Don't look at your phone. Number one, don't look at your phone at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Anyway, are you a last minute shopper?
Obvious.
Always.
My whole life.
Yeah, I try to plan ahead, but everyone knows the last minute shopper, and these people are driven by urgency and their need to buy gifts as fast as possible. So they tend to make faster purchase decisions, focusing on convenience and what's easier rather than comparing product features and prices. So to capitalize on these shoppers, we're taking advantage of them. Make sure your website is optimized for speed, especially at checkout. And how can you do that? Again, by using address autocomplete and offering one-click payment and guest checkout.
Love a one-click payment.
I love a guest checkout too.
True.
Except for Andrew likes to have his stored when he comes back. But sometimes it's a website that I know it's going to be like a one-time purchase.
If I'm buying off of Instagram, guest checkout.
Yeah.
Oh, for real. Yeah.
So especially when a customer's crunched for time, the smoother, the easier, and faster you can make their experience, the more likely they are to complete their purchase. And make sure your autocomplete provider has a history of handling high loads of traffic. With increased traffic during the holidays, you don't want slow loading times or bugs in your system that can hinder or slow down your site. And Smarty's autocomplete is we're known for our handling of high loads of traffic, and our speeds are unmatched.
Poor thing.
Another consideration is to offer same day delivery or to buy online as well as pick up in store.
Or BOPIS.
BOPIS.
Buy
Buy online,
pick
up in store.
That's a
Did
phrase.
you know that was
I
an
had no
acronym?
idea that people were BOPISing all over.
Boppus there, you know.
Yeah, they want to buy from their phone and they don't have time to ship it, or to wait for the shipping. Go pick it up in store. BOPIS. So these services fulfill these last minute shoppers' need for instant gratification and give them peace of mind knowing that they'll receive their items on time. If you have these options, highlight them prominently on your website and during checkout. According to Radiant.com in their State of the BOPIS report, see, we didn't make it up. Radiant.com made it up. 50% of BOPIS. BOPIS sounds weird. I'm going to sound it.
Oh, but BOPIS takes less time than just saying
BOPIS.
bottom line.
It's just more pleasant.
All right.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, they said they made additional unplanned purchases in a store when picking up already purchased items. So BOPIS options are good.
So that's different from order Walmart pickup and then you pull your car to the side of the company and they walk it out.
Different.
I'm not going to buy something additional when I'm just waiting in the parking lot.
They have your pickup in store.
You have to go and pick up at the customer desk.
Yeah.
I hope no one from Walmart is listening because I really like just sitting in my car and not buying anything.
You ever shopped at like Marshall's or Ross? They always get me with the checkout line.
Like 1,000 miles long.
Yeah, it's like a white elephant gift paradise.
That's
right there.
Brent's all about white elephant, I guess.
That's what he's buying.
You always got to be
to be prepared at all times of the year for that. Before the holiday rush kicks into high gear, test and optimize your checkout flow. If you already have an address autocomplete, make sure it's working seamlessly and remove any friction points that could slow down the existing customer process. It's always good to do some spot checks with your existing autocomplete and make sure you're looking into addresses that users are bypassing autocomplete with. Maybe it's a problem of data coverage, something like that. Just to see what's going on. You always want to make sure you're walking through your customer experience as often as you can, and that you're making sure your data is accurate. So we suggest implementing one if you don't have one as soon as possible, so you have time to optimize that flow and to check it out. But a little preparation can go a long way when it comes to preventing checkout abandonment.
The last one, number 12. 12th day of Christmas.
12th day, we made it, guys.
We analyze and leverage data insights.
So beautiful.
So analyzing and leverage data insights from your address data. So this information can help you to optimize shipping routes, identify potential growth areas. Maybe you have a brick and mortar situation going on as well. Maybe a bunch of people are ordering from a different region. You might want to put up a store there. And this also will help you to fine tune your marketing. For example, you might want to put extra effort in areas with high engagement or adjust messaging for regions with less success. So data is your best friend when it comes to improving efficiency and boosting sales.
There you have it. The 12 days of Christmas are over, and you've seen the 12 ways you can use address data to get the most sales this holiday season. Thank you for joining us.
One more slide. What do people want to do? What should they do?
You should slay.
You should slay this holiday season. But yeah, get address autocomplete verification for US and international addresses today at smarty.com.
Excellent. So we have a couple questions. The first one here is we talked a lot about procrastinators.
No.
Black Friday's like a month away.
Yeah.
Right. Will I be able to implement autocomplete in time if I'm trying to jump on this bandwagon of data?
Absolutely. So from other customers that we've talked to that have implemented our autocomplete, it's a matter of days rather than weeks or months to implement our solution. Our documentation is awesome. It's pretty straightforward, and any developer worth their salt can read it and understand exactly how to implement it in a simple and easy manner.
Okay, but what if I work for a company who the developers don't make salt work.
And we have an awesome support team
SDKs or
that help you make salt.
Okay. So these are all programming words, SDK and programming. So it does take some programming skin to get autocomplete implemented.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Into web forms. Okay. Very cool. The other question is, if I want to buy US and international, I ship worldwide. Do I need to purchase 2 products?
Yeah, those are two different APIs that you call to.
Okay,
So,
excellent. So I can just put on my form.
Yeah, country
The
first.
form would say what country are you in, and then it would be able to know which API
Yeah.
to call after that.
Yeah,
Correct.
totally.
Excellent. All right, those are all the questions we have. Thanks everybody for joining us. We hope you guys have got out of it what you were hoping to. Again, visit smarty.com and get a free trial of autocomplete. You can get some lookups there and try setting it up and see what it's like to test and launch. And if you have any other questions, you can also chat into us at smarty.com. In the bottom right-hand corner of every page, there's a little chat bubble, and real people answer those questions. So feel free to jump in that at your leisure. Thanks, Brent, and thanks for Caroline for joining us, and Kasia for answering all those questions off onto the side. Thank you so much, and we hope you guys have a great day.